Oh, hi. How is everyone? Good afternoon. It's a little later in the day. A lot to talk about today at Rodger's Community. Follow me on in. Well, here we are back here on a Tuesday, and it's a great Tuesday today as well. I think it's St. Patrick's Day today. So let's have our conversation here today. There's a few things that we want to go over. Today's not going to be quite as long as our discussion yesterday, but there's a lot of things that after yesterday, a lot of individuals had some things that they want addressed in terms of Mr. Hunwick's community, Mr. Rodger's community. So we're going to go through a few of those things here today. Let me get on my jacket and we'll have a little conversation. Well, we're waiting on our guest here today. Very special guest, as today is a St. Patrick's Day. Oh, and there's our special guest. Hi there, Bucky. So Bucky, come on over here. You can sit down here right where I am. Come on in. So Bucky, yesterday we had the great fortune of having baby Bucky as our guest. And what a great surprise it is to have you here today. So Bucky, let us in. Why the great surprise here today? Oh, you have some things that baby Bucky brought up from yesterday's conversation? So I want to reiterate that question, Bucky. So I heard you say that one of the things that was brought forward to you from baby Bucky was baby Bucky wanted to know why are we having school when school's closed? Well, I think that isn't just a question that baby Bucky has. I think a lot of students here at Brownell probably have the same question. So the answer to that is this. The state of Michigan didn't close schools, but rather recommended to all the school districts, public school districts, that there be an e-learning or a distance learning opportunity. And this would assist in the major objective. And the major objective, as we went over yesterday, is to have social distancing or physical distancing so that this will allow for all of us, not just in Michigan and Grosse Pointe, but in our country, to be able to get through this most difficult of times with the corona virus. Okay, that's another great follow-up question there, Bucky. So baby Bucky, correct me if I'm wrong, baby Bucky was worried about grades. Yes, okay. Well, I want to make sure, and again, another great question that a lot of students are having here at Brownell. Our goal right now at Brownell Middle School is for students to focus on the mastery of their content and to make sure that mastery isn't necessarily about a grade, but rather about the outcome. And what we mean by that is teachers are going to continue to monitor student progress to make sure students are learning and mastering the material and the content that's presented. So that's a key component here. Oh, yeah. I got to say, Bucky, that's a great comment. So Bucky said some of the things about yesterday's routine were fabulous. And Bucky relayed and made a comment here that the routine or schedule that Bucky and baby Bucky met and went over together, collaborated on, was very successful. And yes, yep. And yes, yep. So some of those pieces were, okay. Number one, Bucky said, having digestible small amounts of work at a time built in with some free time and breaks, that was very successful. That's good. And in a designated workspace, you felt like Baby Bucky was able to make a little area and really have that area to Baby Bucky for the sole purpose of working. And you thought that was good? Okay, yeah. The other thing, no. So Baby Bucky did his chores and Baby Bucky cleaned up the stable really well, huh? Yeah. Um, yeah. So and you say Baby Bucky ate all of his oats. So hey, those are some positives. And drank a lot of water with those oats. Yeah. So no. And Baby Bucky's favorite part of the day was galloping all around and participating in some of those game sessions and chess. Chess is Baby Bucky's, and yes, Baby Bucky is really good with the rook. Okay. Well, those are awesome pieces. And Bucky, I can't thank you enough for visiting here today and bringing your thoughts and progress with Baby Bucky to the forefront here to share with all of the students at Brownell. One last thing, and this comes from me, and I know Baby Bucky and you, Bucky, are on board with this, but remember, we're still in March, and our initiative here was March Kindness. And so tomorrow, Wednesday, is an opportunity just because we're not here, but together we can all participate in commemorating March Kindness, maybe throw on some pink, some red tomorrow, and maybe go out of our way to show some kindness to others in our community. It makes a difference, and no better time than now for us to have that kindness and reach out to others. So I just want to say to all of you, both students and the Bronco community at large, parents, we are with you, we miss you, but we also want you to know that we're still here. So have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day.